after criticizing Megyn Kelly's comments about blackface on his own platform. Roland Martin came on Megyn Kelly Today on Wednesday to engage her in a conversation he hoped would open her eyes and enlighten viewers as well. "The issue for me was I wasn't having a conversation just with Megyn Kelly," Martin, 49, tells People. "I was having a conversation with the nation because there were things that need to be said that I did. I want Americans to stop being clueless about what has happened and deep, embedded history of race in this country and how it still impacts us today. We need to be trying to change that, rid ourselves of that instead of just ignore it, hope it goes away." Martin remembers the atmosphere in the Today Show's New York City studio being tense before he went on air. "Her staff was very nervous. Her folks were on edge. They came in and out of our room several times with what they hoped to accomplish," the Roland Martin Unfiltered host recalls. As for whether he feels Kelly, 47, took his comments to heart, Martin says, "A person can hear it, can receive it. As I see it, the question is, what do you do now? Where do you go from here? How do you then take this conversation to the next level?" NBC confirmed its decision to cancel the show on Friday, a choice Martin doesn't think the network made solely based on the scandal due to Kelly's blackface comments. "This clearly was a bad marriage from the get-go," says Martin, referencing NBC's decision to let Kelly take Tamron Hall and Al Roker's slot, criticism of Kelly's multi-million-dollar salary, and her other previous controversial comments. "I think all of that goes to the heart of the issue in terms of why they made that decision." Now he hopes that not only will the situation force a national conversation about race, but it will also encourage news institutions to diversify. "I'm hopeful that NBC is going to put some African Americans in to host that hour of that show, but I'm also hoping to see an increase of African Americans who are showrunners, who are our top-notch producers on these shows as well," Martin explains. "And certainly I would hope that the media will learn to use their different platforms to address the issues, not skirt these issues." The TV commentator believes that after some downtime, Kelly will work again, he says. "We won't know in what capacity, but the reality is everybody deserves a second chance." In the meantime, Martin would like to see the former Fox News host use her platform for change. "Even though she's lost her show on NBC, I would hope that she would be willing to use her platform to speak to critical issues," Martin says. "This should not be the end of a conversation." Roland Martin Unfiltered streams live daily at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope and Instagram TV, and is available on demand on a multitude of digital platforms.